Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So Coach Jerod actually likes to experiment with strings, rackets, sometimes shoes, sometimes grips. And he's one of those people who like to try everything and usually likes nothing. But today is a big day. Stay tuned. All right, so Coach Jerod has actually chosen a string today. Like literally has gone all in for now. For now. I always say for, because you know you're that type of tennis person, right? I know my Coach Jerod. Okay.
Harry knows me, guys. He definitely does.
But he actually ordered a lot of this string. And why did you do this, Coach Jerod?
Shall we announce it?
Yes, let's start there. It's blue.
It is blue. It is made by ReString, and it is 0.
ReString 0 in the
16 gauge.
16G. Okay. Now, aside from getting blue string to match your blue racket,
yes.
What's so special about this string?
Yeah, if we do a little bit of a backstory, as Harry mentioned, I am traditionally one of those guys that always thinks the gear makes me and not the person. So back in the past, as Harry knows, I used to stick with the Pure Drive. Probably the black version was my favorite racket, and RPM Blast 16 gauge. Potentially 17 gauge here and there, but it's mostly 16 gauge. That string was really good when I was younger, just because, again, before they introduced any Babolat string, I think that might have been the first string with a slick coating and a really, really, really good snapback. But unfortunately, as I kind of aged through the age groups growing up, and as I tried different rackets and testing a bunch of stuff, as you know, I kind of gravitated away towards RPM Blast because, one, it was a little bit too stiff, and two, I just don't think I got enough control with that string.
Right.
So, after that, I was experimenting with Solinco, experimenting with Luxilon, experimenting with, I think I even tried a Diadem string and some other stuff. And unfortunately, none of them just hit me very well or hit the racket very well, in my opinion. And in college, I kind of stuck with Tourbite 16 gauge. The problem is I kind of gravitated away towards that string, or away from that string as well, just because I think I was kind of just, again, in that phase where I'm like, Tourbite might not be doing it for me. There's a ton of strings coming out, and as Harry knows, I've asked him like for 10, 15, 20 plus strings, maybe over like the last 3 to 4 years, which is pretty crazy. And I remember Harry gave me a set of ReString 0, and he said, hey, just give this a shot. And I said, come on, Harry, there's no way this is going to be a good string. And he's like, no, just give this a shot. So the first thing I told him, I remember, is that it was super easy to string through the racket, which is always a plus for us stringers, because again, we want really easy strings to string, because again, we don't want to spend too much time on the stringer, get out on the court, play some tennis. That was the first plus from this string. The second thing I realized was it's got that slick coating. So very similar to RPM Blast back in the day. For me, I just like having snapback, having a lot of kind of, action on the ball when it hits the racket, and the strings kind of move with it and push it back out. And I think ReString did a very good job of that. And then another gauge, which is hilarious, I always kind of laugh at this one. My dad is traditionally my hitting partner when it comes to a lot of kind of rackets, strings, whatever that I use. And if he's kind of getting my shots back or returning serves, I kind of tend to use that as a gauge as to whether or not I switch to something. And I think this is probably the first racket or first string that I used where he actually couldn't hit a lot of the shots back. So, and then after that, what I did was came out to the courts, tested against people, just wanted to see if it was actually truly, in fact, the string that was actually doing a lot more different things than when I was sitting with my dad. And I was just feeling super comfortable with this string. ReString 0 was hitting all the points for me. I was able to swing out, got a lot of good tension maintenance from the string, a lot of action, a lot of pace from my shots, and overall I think confidence was the most important thing with this string. So after that, after doing some testing with a bunch of other companies as we've done throughout the last couple of weeks, I just kept coming back to ReString 0. Every time I was comparing this to another string, I was like, I just missed that spin, just missed that pop, missed that consistency, and that's where we landed on ReString 0. So,
all right. So feel too. I like the feel on that.
Feel is great.
And the tension maintenance isn't bad either. Now, let me put a little bit of my spin on this. So Jerod hits with his dad quite often. When Jerod's daddy, right, when he blows serves by Jerod's daddy. Hi, Jerry. When he blows serves by him, that's yes, okay? When daddy blows return of serves by Jerod, that's a no-no, okay? When Jerod can blow a forehand by daddy, oh yeah, baby, right? If daddy can return those forehands, no, 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 no. So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So this is the string that blows daddy away today. Okay?
Yeah.
So
It's all for fun. My dad's always been part of my tennis journey growing up, and it's just fun to have him around and help him gauge a lot of these things that I use for fun. So he always gives me a hard time about it too, which is the best part about it. So I think my dad and Harry just love to see how many different things I'm trying, and always kind of make comments about it, which is I love the whole thing. So it's
but
really fun.
it's true. You have a steady parameter. You know, if daddy can't touch it, we good. If daddy hits it back, we ain't. Okay.
True. Yeah.
All right. So ReString 0 for you, 16 gauge. You got a lot of sets or a couple reels or whatever you did. So you got enough to last you for a couple months here.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I do break strings pretty quickly, so hopefully this will keep me, stocked for a while. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Hence my for now thing, because at any minute things can change, just to let you know. But for now, Coach Jerod has made up his mind, and ReString 0, 16 gauge is the way for him. Congratulations, Coach Jerod.
Appreciate it, Harry. Thanks for being on this journey with me all these years.
All right, so you can follow Coach Jerod and his continual string, racket, grip, dampener, everything else journey at where, Coach?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at MaTennis.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Is this on?
Harry, what are we doing here?
Oh, hey, bud. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I'm just setting up my SwingVision over here so that during our hitting session, we can, see how bad I'm doing today.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But you won't be doing bad, Harry.
No.
You'll be moving your feet watching the ball.
This is why I love you, buddy.